What's up, everybody? MTG Gaming here, along with Jose the Ocho, aka Famous B. We're gonna have some fun right now.
Good. Just like good, better than bad. Just good.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I know the topics have been very very interesting. You know, I mean, I say Legend Killer's back,
MTG
and invested in that more than anything.
Yep.
Going back to the evolution era or to the legacy era, right there.
Yep.
And for the record, fuck Logan Paul. I don't give a shit if people disagree with me. You got Mr. Perfect rolling down his grave right now, having a YouTuber asshole wearing a United States champion.
Hey,
you know what I did in the WWE
that.
online? I've been putting like 100% emojis, and people have been following me what I have been instigating, man. So anybody doesn't agree with me, tough.
And what you call? You were saying all that stuff last week.
And I mean it, and I don't regret it.
Oh, I know you don't.
Because if I want a talent to win the U.S. Championship, it can be anybody. I don't care if it's Dominic, but him. There you go.
Would you?
Okay, well, I'm going to respond to you because you know what? Whether you like it or not, you're going to hear from me. So how you like that?
Oh yeah, let's go. I welcome it.
There you go. So here we go. I'm going to agree with you on everything you just said, but here's the thing. Let me ask you a question real quick. Yes, he's a YouTuber. Yes, we don't like the fact that he's United States champion, but if you are a person that has just came into the WWE not knowing your expectations of what it's going to be like because you're brand new to it, you're a YouTuber. You fought Roman Reigns, you battled hard, everybody liked it. Okay, you fought against Rey Mysterio, and he won the title, and he got into some other matches as well. If the fans like it because of the way that he is, you can't discredit that. Obviously, Triple H made that decision based upon his character and the way that his wrestling skills are. Yes, he's a YouTuber, but Jose, you got to give the guy some credit. He's actually performing really well in the ring based upon the fact that, yes, he's a YouTuber, but I agree with you. He should be a United States champion. I agree. Too soon.
And I'm not gonna lie to you.
Performing pretty well.
Okay, go ahead, Miguel. What was your thing?
I'm not gonna lie to you. He's actually good on promos. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's actually good on promos. I'll give him that as well. He's good in the ring, and he's good on promos. And he can act. And they said They say he's done with boxing. He's gonna be fully committed to the WWE.
Yeah. And it's something what Kevin Owens brought on the promo last night.
Oh my God, bro.
I don't take away your success as a YouTuber and sticking to your guns. I give you that. But this is WWE. This is my show, my world. And I think it's traditionally how most talents feel that they're not going to take away his talent. I mean, I'll give you one example, Brian and Miguel. God rest his soul, I never been a fan of Kobe. But he was talented. I never took talent away from him, even though that he killed my team 100 times a day. And I have to, confirm that to people. Hey, he's an outstanding talent, but he's not my guy, And that's some similarity ways that I do feel about Mr. Paul, Mr. Logan, So people got to understand.
Could you say the same thing? Hold on now. Could you say the same thing about CM Punk? Because remember, when he was in AEW, okay, everybody was excited. No one knew that he was going to come back. Now that he's back, he's...
Yeah, but I'm not really much of a CM Punk guy. And
Don't matter.
And the thing is, he's a draw. That's the only reason why people are getting him.
And Logan Paul's not? What is he now?
Logan Paul he is a draw. All his YouTube fan bases that are not wrestling fans, he's gonna draw that fan base into WWE.
And know CM Punk wanted to get the hell out of AEW, but he couldn't compete with his AEW contract.
And Logan Paul.
So
that wasn't it. I know. Hold on. I'm going to cut you off there. That wasn't it. The reason why CM Punk got fired was because he had altercation with the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega,
and Jack Perry,
and Hangman Page. And Jack Perry. Nobody liked him because of the way he acted. Now, it wasn't all his fault, but when you start showing your true colors and you get fired for that, that plays a big part. So we're hoping he doesn't do the same thing in WWE, because if he does, Triple H will 86 his ass as fast as he came in. Just letting you know that.
I honestly think that
WWE and AEW, and this goes back similarly to the Warrior. You should know, Brian and Miguel, that WWE has these resources to discipline every talent. You know, they'll split them. Or, like, if you drop the ball, you're going to get it.
Hey, the Tribal Chief is here. We're live on the live stream. Yeah, the Tribal Chief has Fayman. We're live on YouTube, Tribal Chief.
So, the difference between WWE, they are more preventable with these talents what they ever had in their previous companies or at their own home. It's almost probably Triple H saying, you know what? You F up, you're done. You get me? So they must have had a long talk, And Tony Khan does not have those resources to restrain and to discipline people and, and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, and...
I mean, think about when the Warrior, Jim Hellwick, was at WCW. Bischoff lost control, but when he was in WWE, you had Vince McMahon and the personnel's calling the shots. There was control and direction. In another company, there is no control and no direction.
Yeah, and like Bischoff...
Have you seen that, Brian?
So I'm going to respond to what you were saying. Tony Khan has the resources to do it. The problem is...
he's too much of a pussy.
He wasn't the resource. He was letting the wrestlers become the resource, which is the biggest problem going on now. If Tony Khan would be the resource, being that it's his company, we're having a different conversation. But because he's allowing these wrestlers to be the resource instead of him, now you're starting to see a lot of wrestlers complain.
Even the Hardy Boys?
I mean, we're the Hardy Boys. There's like a big old list. So he is the resource. You know what the problem is? And Christian will agree, and Miguel will agree, and you'll agree. When you don't have experience to actually run a company, this is the kind of shit that happens. And being that Triple H has been in the company for a long time and now has power, he knows how to run a company and a business, but Tony Khan doesn't. And you guys have seen what has happened and transpired.
And Eric Bischoff did the same thing. Did the same thing with WCW. He lost control of the wrestlers backstage because anytime when WCW would have a house show, guys like Hogan, Steiner, Luger, like their top stars, would never want to work at house shows, and Bischoff didn't have the balls to discipline them. It's kind of like how Tony Khan doesn't have the balls to discipline his own wrestlers. So it's kind of in that situation as well. Because that's what Conan and Disco Inferno was saying on their podcast, that Bischoff was the same way. He didn't have no balls to discipline them.
Yeah. And then the point is this, Miguel and Brian. Then you hire Jeff Jarrett. Then what's the point of you having Jeff Jarrett? Can you use Jeff Jarrett for any backstage ideas? You just have him wrestling. Well, remember, he built TNA in his pastime. Couldn't you use those ideas? I'm not saying don't be TNA, but use them up for some backstage production or something.
What happened when Jeff Jarrett was in TNA? It became unsuccessful. He was gone as fast as he got there. He really didn't build anything. It was actually started with what's her face, and because she fucked it up so bad. Yeah, because she fucked it up so bad. Jeff Jarrett, honestly, just he's happy where he is and becoming a wrestler, but. Again, it just comes down to experience. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian, give some responses, man, to what we're talking about.
Yeah, Miguel, give him spilt milk against his putos.
He does love his putos.
Right, Kristen? You love the spilled milk. Kristen. I think he said he'll be back. I think that's what he said to me earlier.
Okay.
But...
Oh, yeah, let me ask Miguel and Brian this question. Okay, you have Aldis and you have Pierce. Is this considered now a general brand split for Raw or SmackDown? What's the deal with these two general managers?
Oh, yeah, it's a brand split.
Yeah, it's a brand split.
Split.
And I know Famous is against the whole brand split thing.
Okay, so here's
what do you expect from that? What do you guys expect out of this in the future?
I mean, really nothing.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, the Survivor Series is over. I thought you were going to do a traditional Raw versus SmackDown for supremacy, but that never took place. You know what I mean?
I was disappointed by that.
I don't know if that was a good idea to definitely do that.
Yeah, that was...
Or do you expect something else, Brian?
I love games. That was a brand split in itself. So it was good with me.
But that was just a Raw talent, you know.
Yeah, that was just Raw talent. Yeah.
Right, but I still love the fact that War Games happened like that, and that there was no brand split. It was just good, clean wrestling. It was fun. I loved it, but we are getting into a brand split, unfortunately. I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not.
But there's trades, you know. I mean, there's been trades already, you know that.
Well, yeah, we saw Cedric Alexander going to SmackDown to join Her Business, which I think is going to happen.
And Kevin Owens switching with Jey Uso. Jey Uso's on Raw, and Kevin Owens is on SmackDown.
Well, that's only because, I hate to say it, but that was Cody's doing to bringing Jey to Raw, because he's going to be going to SmackDown to go after Roman Reigns for the title. So that's the slow-moving thing that we're going to start seeing happening really quickly.
Well, I hear some seeds are getting planted with Randy and Roman. I am really invested in that. I mean, what you got on this one? I mean, there is a story, and there are some scores to settle with Randy and the Bloodline.
He's probably going to make Solo and Solo and Jimmy's life a living hell, but when it comes down to him and Roman's going to come out on top.
Is this a... Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
And the reason why, and Miguel will have a good point, the reason why I say that is because it's Randy, the Randy and Roman Reigns thing is going to be a great storyline. It's going to be really good. Yeah. And that's fine. But I don't really see it going as far as the Royal Rumble, because you have to remember Cody's going to finish the story with Roman Reigns, and when that happens, you're going to see Cody become champion. So you're going to see Randy create a little feud with the Bloodline. After that, we're going to start seeing the feud between Cody and Roman Reigns happen.
So that's going to be a legacy storyline, because remember, they're going to go back to the legacy era. So are you expecting Legacy to reunite, Brian?
Especially now with Ted DiBiase Jr.
I mean, there's no DiBiase, you know that.
Yeah, no DiBiase Jr.
With Cody and Randy.
I mean, it would have been cool to see DiBiase come back for once, but right now he's dealing with some issues for himself in his personal life, because he's almost about to get jail time recently, because they say he was stealing money out of the state of Minnesota or something like that, or
I read
not
that.
Minneapolis, but Alabama somewhere. He's stealing money from the thing, so he might be facing serious time.
So here's why that's not going to happen. The reason why, now, I'm not saying that they can't tag, like earlier. The reason why it's not going to happen is because Cody has his mindset on becoming the Universal Champion and defeating Roman Reigns. He wants to complete that story. Randy Orton, I think, is just here to basically look at his talent and really try to grow himself before he retires. I really don't think Randy's really trying to push himself to become a champion at some point. Honestly, I'm not saying that it can't happen because anything's possible. But as far as the way to keep everything back together, it maybe just for a tag team match, and that's it. As far as it goes.
Because, you know, he's always going to come up with his RKO unpredictability, which he always does. You know, you're friends with him in 3 seconds, and then RKO, then Legacy starts a storyline against each other, which we were expecting it from RK Bro, but RK Bro's no longer, you know.
And Matt Riddle's gone.
Well, Matt Riddle's gone from WWF.
Hey, there you are. You're back.
Yeah, that was coming back.
Yeah, I know, but it took you like.
I was gonna come back.
It took you like a good five. It took you like a good 5 hours.
I went to grab. No, because I went to grab something. That's why I'm grabbing my late dinner.
Oh, okay. You just got off from work?
No. She was at home.
Oh, okay.
Enjoying my nice vacation because I'll be back on the 5th on SmackDown. I gotta go back to work on the 15th to deal with Randy Orton.
Legend killer.
The legend killer.
Here's another thing. I think Damage Control is going to be a Judgment Day 2.0 breakup. Kick out the creator and the leader of Damage Control, just like the way you did Edge. I'm sure that shit's already expected, and the seeds are planting for Damage Control.
Yeah.
Will you be surprised they kick Bailey out?
Well, I won't be surprised because that's where it's going. And Bailey already has a plan B, which is, I mean, if that's the rumor, it's just a rumor. But if that's the rumor, what Bailey's been posting, that Sasha's coming back to join forces with her, then that's the way I see going. But Bailey's getting out anyways. And I think Bailey's not going to be evil anymore. She's going to be a babyface now.
Bruh, I hope they don't give her that stupid hugger character, because that was the most dumbest character ever.
Yeah, they gave her the female John Cena push. Do you guys remember that one? They gave her the female John Cena push.
Really? Hugging people is your character?
Bailey was a hugger, which was a babyface. Then she became evil.
But that was a stupid gimmick.
I think they're going to do something better than that. I don't think the Huggable's not going to work out for her. I mean, if they already learned from it, they're going to have to come up. They're going to have to plant their seats well, you know.
No, I think Bailey's gonna. I think Bailey's gonna be a babyface, but she's gonna be a different character. Not gonna be the hug thing. Nah, we don't want that.
And honestly, I think
it'll be similarly how the way Edge, was how the way he was battling Judgment Day when Judgment Day kicked out their leader. Maybe Bailey will plan to do the same similar thing that you kick out your creator, your leader. Then the leader has to find a way to destroy what you just created,
I was honestly...
Yeah. Well, there's a thing. Bailey evil.
I was not a fan of the...
Well, there's a thing that can be interesting. Is that... See, here's my prediction. This could get interesting. Because if Bailey does, in fact, do the Damage Control, which I'm calling... because they're going to start this fraction with Io Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. The whole world's calling it.
Oh, even in Dakota Kai.
Sasha Banks coming back at the Royal Rumble, and I see Sasha and Bailey teaming up here, and maybe we're going to see something happening with, and them actually having a feud with whatever team them three are going to come up with.
Oh, yeah, we had some releases earlier from production and NXT talent. I think this is where WWE has to balance their budget, because, you hire CM Punk, so it's almost like you lose one, you get one, in business point of view. You hire, then you got to make a cut, Yeah,
that's tough. That is tough.
Yeah, well... And the old general is nobody's a fan of people losing their jobs, but you know, if you're looking at the numbers very correctly, you know what they're doing it for.
Well, like for example, I think Christian would be heartbroken if Spilled Milk got released, because I know he loves him. You know, that's his tag team. You know, the Los Putos. So I'm sure he'll be all right with it.
Oh yeah, and they were beating down Butch.
Well, yeah,
last
because
Friday
you know
night.
NXT's releasing half of those staffs that supposedly they were trying to build up for the future.
Hold on. What the hell are you talking about, fool? I'm saying you would miss Los Putos if they left. That's your team, right? Oh, God's sake, don't start with that. Well, talking
Spilled milk.
Spilled milk.
Hey, come on, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. I try to put them over, man. Don't you always listen to the way Michael Cole spilled milk, spilled milk.
But it's not even working because they're not even getting over anyway. No, they're being sorry. Hasn't been over there yet. So,
well, they've been out for a good injury.
Now,
They've been out for an
I
injury.
would ask all of you, especially more for Brian. Are you expecting the Money in the Bank briefcase creating a story of destroying the Judgment Day? Yes or no? What are you expecting out of that briefcase?
Ooh, wow.
That's already dividing the crew. You know that.
You guys can answer first, and I'll go ahead and answer next. Go ahead. Go for it. Oh, you go for it, bro. They asked you. I'll tell you what's going to happen. I think that definitely Damian Priest will be out of the Judgment Day. I think they're going to lose their tag team titles really quickly. I don't know exactly who. I'm going to predict maybe possibly the Street Profits because of the way things are going, and I like the way that their team is coming together. I'm also going to put the Viking Raiders in that picture when Ivar's partner comes back. I think they are definitely contenders for those titles. But to answer your question, I think Damian Priest is going to lead the Judgment Day. Somebody's probably going to come in and replace him. And I think, that depends on who they want to bring in. But I think, honestly, Damian Priest is going to take that briefcase with him, and he's going to get his title shot. He'll probably lose it because now that CM Punk's back, it doesn't look like any attention's being drawn on Damian Priest whatsoever. And that really sucks. It takes one person to ruin everything, and we're seeing it. Now that CM Punk's back, forget the fact that Damian Priest is the Money in the Bank winner. Nope, all the focus is on CM Punk, and that can really hurt Damian Priest. It sucks, but it's true.
Well, remember this year, Austin Theory cashed it in for the U.S. title instead of the WWE title. They could do that too if they want to.
The problem is that Damian Priest already won the United States title. He doesn't like that. He wants to go for the world title. That's his goal. And the fact that he can't, he can go for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And he never won the Intercontinental title.
That's correct. The problem is that he wants to become world champion. So being that CM Punk came back, it's really going to be hard, and it sucks for him now because instead of having the attention on Damian Priest with the briefcase, now that CM Punk's back, it's like, well, I guess we're going to forget about Damian Priest and put our attention to CM Punk. It's really stupid. It sucks.
It sucks for everybody, including Drew McIntyre.
He's in it. Drew McIntyre is innocent in all this.
The question is this. Brian, are you expecting the brief cash-in to be unsuccessful? Is that where it's getting?
That's a real possibility.
It could be.
That's a real possibility.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Not a real possibility yet. I think so too.
I think so. Because, again, all the attention is being brought to CM Punk ever since his return. So, it looks like it's going to go that way.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
It really does. It's unfortunate.
Do you think it's why Randy Orton went to SmackDown? Because, Raw's too crowded.
No, not really.
It.
I don't think that's why he went to SmackDown. I think the main reason why he went to SmackDown is to get his revenge in the Bloodline.
Right.
But the roster's very crowded, you know that, in a way, so you want to try to balance out, you know, all those big rosters or something. I mean, everybody wants to be champion. You know that.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I was saying. That's why I didn't want Randy Orton to sign that contract for SmackDown. I wanted him to keep it open so that way he can go on both sides until he really figures out what he wants to do. But because he signed the contract with SmackDown, now he's telling himself permanently, I want to be on SmackDown to get my revenge on Roman Reigns. So again, I'm not, too happy about it, but I understand it. I'm going to get back to Miguel's point as far as Drew McIntyre. Honestly, I really don't think they're going to have anything for Drew.
I agree. I think he's done.
They fucked him up in the worst way, meaning, okay, you guys got us all hyped up thinking that he was going to join the Judgment Day. Well, that shit never panned out. We still don't know if he's a heel or face. He's claiming he's just himself, which Miguel talked about. But regardless of the situation, Drew McIntyre is so fucked, it's pathetic because I do not see him getting another title match. You might as well just forget about it. Go to AEW, go to Impact, go to TNA, whatever it has to be. Because honestly, I think he's done. I think he's not going to get a title shot. I think he hasn't even really re-signed a contract, which tells me he's probably going to be gone. So I don't know. It really sucks. I'm sorry.
And what you call?
Yeah, Brian brings the point there. If the company doesn't have anything for you, then might as well do not reassign.
Yeah,
it brings a hell of a point.
He lost the triple threat match at WrestleMania. He lost to Gunther. He lost to Seth Rollins. That's 3 title match losses. So it's pretty much over for him.
Don't be surprised if they put him in an Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Then that tells you they don't have anything for him. He's there. He wins a trophy. Okay, I'm not reassigning.
Oh, remember?
You know what I mean?
He has a match this Monday night coming against Sami Zayn. Because if you watch Raw last Monday night, remember he said that he was gonna go to Adam Pearce, and he says that I'm gonna ask for a match, and it's gonna be against you. And if he loses that, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, he's got till Elimination Chamber, and if he's not successful in the Elimination Chamber, that means the deal's already been finalized.
But the question is, when is his contract over? Like, what month is it over?
I think in September. I think like around August or September, somewhere in the mid of 2024.
Yeah, because they're freezing his contract due to injury. You know how definitely companies do that when you're injured? They freeze it down or extend it.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, go ahead. So yeah.
But honestly, you do. I mean, WWE in general owes Drew.
Absolutely.
Because Drew McIntyre put the company over in an empty arena, man.
And do you think Drew McIntyre
they owe him that.
Wants to be known for being the champion in front of a no-crowd audience? Bro, I'm pretty sure when that happened, it really... I mean, who would expect that? Who would really expect that? Like, no one really expected... something like COVID to happen, but it sucks that Drew McIntyre couldn't do it in front of fans because in 2020 I was really high on him and he beat Brock Lesnar. Like, I was so hyped for him to win the WWE title because he's finally going to get his moment, because it's kind of like with Cody Rhodes.
Well, the push started at the Rumble.
Yes, but you know how Cody Rhodes came in to the WWE? Same with Drew McIntyre. You know how they both started out as mid-carders? And then they became jobbers. But when they both left, they came back to the company with a whole new different look, whole new different gimmick. It was kind of like that, and it sucks that he had to do it inside of an empty arena.
Yeah.
Because not only Drew's contract's expiring, Sheamus's contract's expiring, Kofi and The Miz, and to me, if they're gonna leave. I don't blame them. They don't need to reassign. I don't think WWE has anything for them, and they don't got nothing to prove.
Well, I heard that The Miz and Kofi might be retiring, but Sheamus, I think he has a few good amount of years to go.
watch it. I mean, the Miz will say he's been there. You know, he's been there no matter what for so many years. And remember, any stupid storyline that they give to Miz, he'll fix it. He'll make it your entertainment, no matter what.
Oh yeah, they like the Miz because they know he's a safe wrestler to work with. That's the only reason why they like him. He's a safe guy to work with. Even Gunther said it himself. He enjoys working with him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of, but it's still kind of disappointing to see Drew McIntyre get his ass kicked by Gunther.
Well, you should give him Gunther versus Bobby Lashley if Walter thinks he's all that shit, you know?
Yeah, but Bobby Lashley does not need a mid-card title. He's too good for it. I don't like him going after the U.S. title.
Hey, if it's between Logan and Lashley, I want Lashley.
Oh my
like
God.
I said,
if Logan Paul beats Bobby
anybody
Lashley,
but Logan.
that's going to be embarrassing if Bobby Lashley loses to Logan Paul.
Oh yeah. Because I was telling everybody that I don't want Logan in the championship. Any WWE talent, I don't mind, and that includes Dominic. I don't care if he wins, but I don't want an idiot YouTuber coming in here to a wrestling planet.
Yep.
Like I told everybody, Mr. Perfect is rolling down his grave, man. Barry Windham and
Barry
Harley
Windham
Race. Anybody that had...
Wait. Barry Windham is still alive.
No, Mulligan.
Oh, Black Jack.
You know, one of the
Mulligan?
Lanzas in the Jim Crockett? Yeah.
Black Jack. Yeah.
Blackjacks?
Yeah, but you said Barry Windham. Barry Windham is still alive.
No, he's hospitalized right now.
Oh yeah, he is hospitalized.
Yeah, he's going through a lot of health issues right now.
Yeah. He was part of the Four
That's
Horsemen.
crazy when they go through all this shit.
Remember when he was part of the new Blackjacks?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here's one thing I did.
With Bradshaw?
If you guys saw this on the internet. Yeah, they say that they're inducting Bray Wyatt to the Hall of Fame. Is that some kind of a troll or hoax or some shit like that?
I hope it's
Are they
real.
about that?
No, I think it's real. I don't think it's a troll. I think it's real.
I think there's talk right now, but I haven't heard it particularly from the sources that I listen to. But I think that's a possibility they might, you know. Well, remember they did that with Eddie Guerrero when he passed away.
Oh yeah, but that was legit. You know that.
Yep, they did that with Eddie Guerrero.
That was legit.
I mean, no matter what, Bray Wyatt deserves it. No matter what, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
As far as now, it's not too early to put him in the Hall of Fame.
No, he deserves it, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
No matter what.
But I don't know if they're gonna tag it with Brody or is it just gonna be Bray Wyatt in general, you know?
I hope they put the whole Wyatt family in it.
No, it'll be with Bray Wyatt in general by himself.
So yeah, and the Fiend character, wow.
Yeah, because he had a lot of characters.
Yep.
From NXT to the Nexus.
Bray Wyatt did more in WWE. And Brody was more in AEW, and you know he did a lot there for the year that he was there. That's unfortunately he left us.
Yeah, he was Intercontinental and Tag Team Champion.
Yes, sir.
Well, they did use him right, you know.
Yeah, they use it right. That's true.
And another thing is, I loved him when he was TNT champion, but I didn't like it when it was cut short, you know?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes literally beat him in a week. Like, he didn't even have the belt for a long time. Like, that was disappointing.
Oh, no, I think for about a month, I think.
Yeah, I think it was only for a week when he had the TNT title, and I was like, really, Cody? You're going to do Brody like that?
Yeah, and the thing is, remember that the only person that Brody Lee defended the belt was against Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, yep.
That was the only person that Brody went against.
And the stupidest thing that
everybody was feeling bad, like Darby Allin and people that wanted to go against Brody, you know. And
the stupidest thing they ever did with Brody in AEW was put him in the ring with Marco Stunt. A little short 12-year-old built-sized guy. that was my only problem with AEW was they have a 12-year-old built-sized guy fighting. What did you think of that, Jose? About Marco's stunt?
He needed a lot of work.
A whole lot of work. Like, come on now. Like, really, AEW? I swear, it made me question.
I mean, I really got pissed at Tony Khan that he destroyed the Dark Order after Brody passed away.
Yeah.
And when CM Punk came, you kick out Colt Cabana out of the Dark Order, you know, just for Punk. You know, it's like, that really got to me with Punk and Tony Khan and things like that. Now, a lot of people are asking why Tony Khan is not talking about CM Punk or why CM Punk's not talking about Tony Khan. They're not allowed to.
Yeah.
They made an agreement and they're not going to talk about each other. If Cody didn't talk about AEW, Punk's not going to do the same thing. You know, it's a commitment contract they did, so move on, people. You know.
No, Punk has a strict contract right now. So if he fucks this shit up, he's gone.
I think it's only gonna be. I think he's only gonna be there for like 5 or 7 months. I give it 5 or 7 months that he's gonna be in WWE.
And here's the thing, his promo was just okay, but his promo was very corporate. And what I mean about that, when he says, "Oh, it's good to be home. I miss being home."
Bullshit.
AJ Lee says hello. She's doing fine. My dog just ate. Really? That's too corporate.
Bullshit.
Too corporate. Anybody that's a CM Punk fan, dude. You should know your guy so well.
He's a delusional
That's too freaking
ass
corporate.
hypocrite dude. That's my whole opinion of CM Punk.
Oh yeah, he is a hypocrite. We all know that.
Yeah.
But Jose, the Marco stunt kind of did it ever question to you? Because I always feel that wrestling was real, in a way.
Yeah.
I know it's not completely real, but it kind of made me question again if it's actually real or not. The whole Marco stunt made me question that ever again.
Now, that's like you're insulting, you know, the people like Brody and all these other people, dude. Really?
Really?
That's an insult, you know. Hey, poor Brody's rolling down his grave, dude.
Yeah.
If you're gonna insult him like that.
I had to work with this little midget.
Really? Yeah. So, you know, I hear that Time Warner may go to Raw, may buy Raw. Now, here's the thing. If that's official, if Raw goes to TNT or TBS, we can see AEW fading a little at a time, you know.
I think if that happens, then AEW's gone from Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah, and I believe it. That can happen.
Yeah. I mean, if it is, but right now there's still nothing going on yet.
Yeah, they're still talking.
They're still talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing confirmed. So, I mean, that kind of tells me that USA Network's not going to get him back.
And that's kind of weird. Why? You know, it's like USA. It's almost like the home for Raw. You know.
Yeah.
I don't understand that with USA. You know.
Well, let's put it this way: money talks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything is all about money.
You think about it. USA got SmackDown.
Everything's all about
USA's
money.
going to SmackDown. I mean, USA got SmackDown.
Yep.
Well, look at NXT where it's going right now.
Yeah.
CW.
And
Believe me, they need a lot of exposure. And CW is the right place for NXT, dude. Really.
And what you call NWA Power is on CW as well.
Yeah. And as far as Ring of Honor goes, they should put it in a library vault.
So I agree.
It doesn't need to be in the air
Or
at
better
all.
yet, instead of AEW Collision, you could have just called the show AEW Ring of Honor instead of AEW Collision. You could have at least done that as well.
Yep. Yeah, well, Collision should reschedule because, I mean, Collision's being so unwatchable, even though with Punk started. You know.
True.
I never watched one episode of Collision. Never watched one.
I never watched it, not even the beginning. It never got my attention.
It never got my attention either, because I got better things to do on a Saturday.
No, this is something, you know, Chris, this is something that Miguel and I discussed. Collision was not going to compete with NCAA college football or basketball, the NBA, the major leagues, or maybe some NFL or the Canelo boxing fights. No way Collision was going to...
In baseball.
You know, compete with those sports.
Major League.
Yeah, baseball too.
Major League Baseball, yeah.
And WWE pay-per-views.
And WWE pay-per-views.
Yeah. So why put Collision on a Saturday if people are not going to watch it? Or people are going to go out and party, or people are going to go to work. It's not happening, people.
Yep.
Okay. I think we pretty much covered every wrestling topic, but let's get into some football, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow's game. What's that? What's that?
No, I was saying what? We're gonna talk about football?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I thought I was gonna talk about the devil.
Me and Jose do this all the time. We're gonna go over games that are gonna happen tomorrow on Sunday, which is Football Sunday. We're gonna go over our predictions.
Okay, I'll do what Christian do. Yeah, we're gonna do what Christian do. Go fuck yourself.
You should let me. Don't mind me. You should let me do it. You should let me do it with the nicknames.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Go ahead.
Just to fucking make it, just to make it entertainment.
Hey, that's what this channel is all about. Go, take it away, Christian.
So let's go. Well, I only have nicknames of most of the team, not everybody, you know.
Well, no, we're gonna go over every game of who we think was gonna win. So you're gonna have to go with every game.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Okay.
Alright.
Take it away.
So, for tomorrow's game, so we got the Chargers. Chargers against Patriots.
Chargers.
LA Chargers.
We're going with LA Chargers.
Yeah.
Next. Hey, Brian's back.
I think the Chargers to win.
Yeah, this Finger Wrestling's bullshit. He was doing a podcast
on
Instagram and YouTube.
I was gonna say, Brian, Jose agrees with you, and I agree with you too. ROH needs to shut down.
Put on your Lightberry, Brian. Put on your Volt. That's all you need to do.
Or instead of AEW Collision, instead of AEW,
Brian, that's what Vince did with WCW. Put it on your shelf, right?
Vince did the same thing with Smoky Mountain Wrestling, World Class Championship Wrestling, USWA. He brought out all those territories and he put them on video.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was just so funny that wrestling's bullshit was like, they should still do stuff with it.
No, it's stupid. Half the damn roster from Ring of Honor is fighting on AEW, Dynamite, and Rampage.
And instead of AEW, either do one of these things. Just put it in the video vault, like how Jose said, or just call AEW Collision AEW Ring of Honor. Do one of those things.
Okay, here it is, Brian. Do you think is that one of the reasons why Samoa Joe relinquished that television title?
Absolutely. Because of the fact that do you honestly think that anybody's watching the Ring of Honor pay-per-views when no one even gives a shit?
Nope.
Why? Because I said everybody on Ring of Honor is either on Dynamite, Rampage, or Collision. And they're wrestling and defending their titles on one of those three shows. What is the point of continuing to have Ring of Honor of anything? No one even watches the damn thing because, like I said, all the people that are on that roster are on Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. I don't get it.
And not only that, yeah, and you also got to pay to watch Ring of Honor. I think you got to pay like something called $11. It's on a network that you have to pay. It's $11.99. And no one's gonna watch that shit.
Now, why the fuck is that when I can watch the Ring of Honor wrestlers compete on Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage for free?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. But let's get back to football topic. Go ahead, Christian. Take it away.
And it sucks that Briscoe and Lethal are taking defeats. That sucks.
Brian, who's going to win between the Chargers and the Patriots?
We'll pick Chargers.
Chargers.
The way the Chargers, the way all man, and every time I fucking pick those bastards,
okay.
Chargers can suck balls.
All right. Alright, we got the Dolphins against the Commander Cool.
Miami.
Dolphins.
Of course.
Miami.
Anybody else?
Miami.
Next.
Miami's a winner.
Alrighty, we got the Falcons against the New York Jets.
Damn, that's a tough one. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I'm gonna go with the Dirty Birds. I'm gonna go with the Dirty Birds.
Yeah. Nikita Lions against the Saints.
Nikita Lions.
Get the win.
Detroit.
Yep. We got the Colts against the Titans.
Colts.
Tennessee. They're always competitive.
I like the way the Colts are playing, don't get me wrong.
I like the Colts.
I'm taking Colts.
Yeah, I like the Colts the way they play. Alright, Los Broncos against Los Toros.
Who's Los Toros?
Denver against Texas.
No.
Texas.
Los Toros.
Texas. Well, you know what? The way Denver's playing, they've won 5 in a row, but I'm going to go with the Texans.
I'm gonna go with
I'm going
Texans.
to take the Texans, the upset.
Texans.
Texas competitor. Yeah.
The Angry Birds against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Who's the Angry Birds?
Oh, give me the Angry Birds. I hate Pittsburgh. Angry Birds.
Steelers.
I hate Pittsburgh, dude.
But I'm gonna go with the. Who was the Angry Birds again?
The Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Next.
And then we got the Pampers against the fucking Eagles.
Buccaneers. Buccaneers.
I'm gonna go with the Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I like their style.
Oh, the
They're
Packers?
very motivated.
Yeah.
Not the fresh
defeating
Packers.
Detroit.
Not the fresh Packers. The Carolina Panthers. The Pampers.
I thought you said Packers.
I thought he said Packers too.
The fresh Packers.
I thought he said Packers too.
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay.
Tampa. Yeah, Tampa, yeah.
Tampa.
I thought you meant division rival.
Next.
No. We got the Cleveland Browns against the LA Lakes.
Wait, who?
LA Rams.
Oh,
LA Rams.
The LA Lakes.
I'm gonna go with the Rams. Let's go with the Rams.
And then we got the match of the year.
Uh-oh.
Us against Las Águilas del América.
Eagles. Eagles are gonna win that.
I play defense. I stay neutral. Can't pick.
I'm gonna get the
It's gonna be
Eagles.
Philly.
I'm going with Philly.
I picked the Eagles.
You gonna go with Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking Eagles. Philly's picking Philly.
Guys.
That's cool.
Wait, are the Eagles at home? Are the Eagles at home?
They're home. We're playing
Oh
away.
yeah,
tomorrow.
Eagles are gonna win that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing away.
I still don't know. I still don't know.
It's gonna be tough. It's okay. It's gonna be tough for us.
Next.
And then we got the WWE champions Kansas City piece of monkey crap against the Fudge Packers.
Kansas City piece of monkey
Kansas
crap.
City.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, Patrick got
have
this
a
one.
bye? Do you guys have a
Yeah,
bye
we
this
got a bye.
week?
Yeah, we don't have a game tomorrow.
Yeah, the buy-in is Baltimore, Buffalo Wild Wings the Teddy Bears, Las Vegas Raiders,
the Teddy Bears,
the Viking Raiders, and the New York Giants.
The Teddy Bears.
I'm gonna call it right now. The teams that are not going to get in the playoffs are as follows: Raiders, Chargers, Buffalo Bills,
Panthers,
Atlanta Falcons. The list goes on and on. You know what? I'm sorry, Jose. I believed in your Bills. I tried to believe in Josh Allen. Not doing it.
So did I.
Yeah.
Not doing it. So, done.
And you know what? I'm expecting a lot of pink slips from all these assistant coaches and all these they've been letting go a lot of coaches besides Buffalo, Raiders, and everything.
I'm expecting your coach to be fired.
Oh yeah.
I'm expecting the Chargers coach to be fired. I'm expecting who else to be fired?
Did they fire somebody from the Raiders, Brian?
The head coach.
Well, we don't have a head coach right now, so.
I hear you have an interim coach. I hear you have an interim coach,
he's
right?
Not going to be our. I'm hearing rumors are being spread around that John Gruden may come back as a coach if he can get cleared of all this bullshit.
Oh, hell no, I don't want
So we'll see.
I'm
I'm expecting the Giants coach to get fired. I'm expecting the Jets. That's it.
That's another coincidence with the Jets. They always make changes of coaches. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how much you know the history about the New York franchise, Brian. Every time the Jets have a quarterback, the results are always the same. Remember, from Boomer Esiason, from Brett Favre, Sanchez. I mean, what's going on with the Jets franchise, including Bill Parcells, the coach?
Hold on. Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. He hasn't been 100% the entire season. Hasn't played. So if he plays next year and he remains healthy, the Jets can be a competitive football team. They got a good defense. If they get that offense together, look out.
I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers can get it together.
I think he can if he stays healthy. So again, Aaron Rodgers, it's unfortunate he got hurt, but don't count him out. And as far as I'm concerned, I can give a damn about New York franchises. I can give a damn about the Bay Area franchises. Well, my Raiders I do care about. I give a shit about the Niner franchises. I give a shit about the Ram franchise. I don't give a shit about all of them. I don't give a fuck about any of them but my Raiders. I don't care. They're all kiss my white ass. I don't give a shit.
Hey,
I got a question for Brian and Chris.
Hold on.
Here's a question for you two guys. Do you guys have any idea if WrestleMania is going to go to Vegas in the future? And if it is, are you guys going?
2 years. 2 years from now, I think. Because I know they went to Philly. And then if I'm mistaken, they're planning to go to Minnesota after they're in Vegas.
Yeah, I did hear Minnesota is on the list as well after Philadelphia.
And unfortunately, everything changed around because supposedly Vegas was supposed to get WrestleMania this year, but they're getting Super Bowl, so that changed everything around.
Yeah, because I was hearing they were talking about it, but I don't know if they finalized the deal, if WrestleMania 41 or 42 is going to be in Vegas or something, but... The problem
was that WrestleMania, they were supposed to get it in 2022, but when the pandemic hit, everything changed around and screwed everything around. Because WrestleMania was supposed to come in LA, in 2021, but that changed around.
I don't mind flying. I don't mind flying to Vegas.
I was just asking if you guys heard something or if you know something about it. That's all.
No, not yet. It's not like finalized or anything, but that's where tickets going to be going for Vegas.
I'm sure Brian's going.
I want to go.
Of course I am. No doubt about it.
Hopefully I can go. I hope I can go.
So let's finish up with the Monday Night Football.
Oh, go ahead.
We still got one more team left. We got the Bengals against Tony Mark.
Cincinnati.
Tony Mark.
I'm gonna go with Tony Mark because Joe Burrow is out for the whole season. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that one. Yeah.
And by the way, I need to remind you guys, Brian, you don't want to talk about San Francisco teams in front of him because he doesn't like the Giants, he doesn't like the Niners. You don't want to get Brian started on the Niners or the Giants.
I don't like any of them. They can all kiss my white ass and it's area as fuck. I don't give a shit. Fuck them all. I'm just playing about that part.
And you don't want to get me started on Boston sports because I don't like Boston sports. I don't like the Celtics or the Patriots.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Bill Milk, Miguel, while you're at it.
That's gonna be you. That's gonna be our finisher, Jose. If we ever become a tag team, that's gonna be our finisher.
Remember how Dupree used to do the French pickle? I'm a French man. I'm a French man. Remember that one? French pickle.
French pickle.
No French pickle.
Hey, can you imagine Bobby Heenan reacting to the spilled milk? He's gonna make up some type of joke.
I would like to hear that.
What about me doing the worm? Come on.
There's a worm, yeah. Yep. That's another one too, dude.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Hey.
Or how about the promo with Nuncio and Dupree telling Donna Marie, "Do you like guys with bigger foot?" Huh?
That was stupid.
It was, which I know what they were trying to get to, but Donna Marie likes guys with bigger foot. So, Ryan, Chris, show them that you guys got a bigger foot.
the maximum.
If they want to find out if I have a bigger foot, they can come to my house and I'll show them.
Maximum male models was the stupidest gimmick in recent history.
Yes, it was. I'm going to have to agree with that one.
Oh, yeah. Mensua and Masai.
Wait, are they even still with the company?
No, they got released.
Oh, okay.
No longer.
No. Dijak is at NXT. He didn't get released.
No, that's not Jakovic from Retribution. He's still there.
Yeah, Jakovic was never part of Maximum Male Models.
No, Mace is, or Masai, if you want to call him that.
Mansoor and Mace. Those are the only guys I know.
Yeah, those are the only ones, but not Jakovic. Nah.
And Maxine Dupree, she's having fun on Alpha Academy.
The Alpha Academy. Oh yeah, and Zazawa too.
That was stupid. Why did they make Akira Tozawa part of the Alpha Academy?
They had to take that gimmick away from him. I mean, if the Alpha Academy wants to turn him into a cruiserweight, take that gimmick 24/7 shit out of Zazawa. Really. Otherwise, maybe the Alpha Academy is buried already with this performance.
Oh, bro, Alpha Academy has already been buried. They've been buried ever since they turned babyface.
I like them as heels, dude. As heels, they went so
better as heels. And I knew Chad Gable wasn't gonna beat Gunther for the Intercontinental title. That's what I kept telling Zay. That fucking Chad Gable was not gonna beat Gunther. Well, I'm Chad Gable. I'm not gonna beat Gunther for the freaking Intercontinental title.
Well, you left him limping.
Yeah, but
and Gunther knew that.
Yeah, but I still didn't win the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
I still didn't win the.
You left a mark.
Yeah,
Gunther knows that. Especially his guy, Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah, but I'm still not proud of that.
or Giovanni Finci and Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And they kept kicking our ass, famous Otis.
I still got my ass. I kiss Gunter's booty. Yeah.
Are they expecting a breakup with Imperium or what, man? Because I mean, they've been teasing that for weeks. Giovanni Finci is now in charge instead of Ludwig Kaiser.
They're gonna put Ludwig Kaiser with spilled milk. They're gonna form a 3-team.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And then Christian is gonna call her the Tres Putos.
Nah, Christian's gonna go like Christian Cage. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
No, Christian's gonna be a super fan. When they get that shirt on the market, it's gonna represent that shirt with a lot of love.
My ass.
Well, do you think that Adam Copeland and Christian Cage have a creative freedom in AEW, the way they're doing their story, Brian?
Of course.
Who's Adam Copeland?
Oh, don't get Brian started with that. Who's Adam Copeland? Uh-oh. Remember the Adrian Adonis theme? Remember that Adrian Adonis theme?
I don't know Adam Copeland. I know there's an edge. I know there's an edge at AEW, but I don't know.
Please don't get Brian started with that. I know how that performance act he does, dude. Remember, Miguel, about Adrian Adonis?
You do not want to bring up that
Don't get him started.
You do not want to bring up that motherfucker on this channel right now.
No, but you know what the Brian performance. If you don't know somebody,
he said he's gonna hit. You said something about that. You're gonna hit your wife over her head or something like that. Adrian
That's almost
Adonis.
like saying you don't know who Jake the Snake Roberts is, and then Brian's gonna go, what?
Adrian Adonis. Rest in. Is he? I think he's dead now, right?
Yeah, passed away. WrestleMania 3.
He passed away right after WrestleMania 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, his last moment was him getting his hair cut by Brutus the Barber Beefcake in the middle of the ring. After that match with him and Roddy Piper.
I swear, if somebody came up to me right now and said, "Who is Hulk Hogan?" I will chop their fucking dick off with a fucking knife. I will fucking cut their balls in half if anybody ever came up to me and said, "Who the fuck is Hogan?" I swear I would. I swear I would cut their fucking balls off.
Hey, Rico.
So I hope Chris knows who Adam Copeland is.
I have to say that as a joke. I know who he is, but we call him Edge. I don't call him Adam Copeland.
Just don't get Brian started, please.
Hey, Rico.
What's up? Yo.
You know what Brian just made that thread of if people ask him, that's Hogan. We should send him Goodman so he can do that job.
Mr. Goodman, you're gonna meet Mr. Goodman, bro, Brian. He's the richest motherfucker you'll ever meet. He has more money than all of us combined.
He'll be my
He'll do that job for you. He'll even bite the nutsack. There you go.
Wow.
We want to show you Mr. Goodman, Brian.
Please don't ask him who. Yeah, and don't ask him who the junkyard dog is, okay? Please.
Oh my God.
Don't get that started from him. Who's junkyard dog?
Oh, don't ask him.
The list goes on and on.
Don't ask him who's Ravishing Rick Rude is.
Oh damn, yeah, that's gonna be worse.
Joint the Clown.
Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase.
Kamala. The Dungeon of Doom.
Road Warriors.
Kevin Sullivan.
Hillbilly Jim.
King Kong Bundy.
All the gimmicks go on and on. You know the Repo Man.
That was Demolition. That was Demolition. Demolition Smash. Yeah, Demolition Smash was the Repo Man.
He said he hated that character.
Oh, do I blame him? Because that was a stupid ass character.
Repo Man.
The only thing that I ever seen about the Repo Man is him getting squashed by the Undertaker only for a minute. You ever seen that match?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The only thing I gotta say, if anybody didn't see the Superstars, he did have a good storyline with the British Bulldog.
That storyline was stupid. I don't like it.
No, it was dogs not liking a repo man burglarizing his house. So JR tried to make a storyline out of there that, you know, dogs protect their houses and protect property. So they made a storyline of the repo man and the British Bulldog right there.
That's a stupid storyline. Really? That the British Bulldog was one of your top mid-carders at the time? You having a feud with a stupid character?
He made a story with the repo man.
Demolition.
Just remember we talked about the home improvement match, the plumber versus the garbage man, TJ Harper and Duke the Dumpster. JR's going, a home improvement match. You remember that match, right, Brian? You saw that match?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you know the home improvement match.
You want T.O. Hopper to put the plunger in your mouth when you're down the ring? He's going to keep plunging you? And Duke the Dumpster Josie is going to throw the trash out of the World Wrestling Federation. Because remember one time he had a trash can in the middle. He got a trash can in the middle of the ring.
It's time to take out the trash. Oh, just remember, Triple H destroyed that gimmick.
Yes, he did.
You remember that,
Ryan? Bro, those are one of the worst gimmicks ever. The Repo Man, Duke the Dumpster Rhodes, T.O. Hopper,
and the Goon.
The Goon. Oh, let me tell you something about the Goon. He had great success in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's just that when he got to the WWF, they gave him a stupid hockey gimmick.
Oh yeah, remember Bobby Heenan said at WrestleMania, "How would you like your son to be called the Goon?" Mean Gene.
I only seen one match from the Goon because I didn't bother to see him at all. It was that one match with him and the Undertaker? Again, it was on Superstars or Raw?
Superstars, yeah, that was the last match.
Yeah, and bro, they really.
I don't think the Undertaker didn't need to be in Superstars.
Yeah, that
Hulk
nearly.
Hogan was not a superstar. Why did the Undertaker need to be in Superstars?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the stupidest character for me was Isaac Yankum. For
Kane. How about the fake Diesel?
Fucking shit were they thinking of Isaac Yankum? Fucking DDS.
Yeah.
Oh, remember in your house?
You know, Glenn Jacobs was even the fake Diesel. Remember that?
Yeah, he was. He was the fake Diesel. But what was the point of a fake Razor Ramon and a fake Diesel?
What was the point of Isaac Yankum?
Yeah. Oh, he made a vid in one In Your House pay-per-view against Bret Hart. Remember the steel cage match in your house? Him and Bret Hart and what you call it?
I thought it was SummerSlam.
No, it was in your house. It wasn't SummerSlam. It was in your house.
I thought it was SummerSlam. Bret Hart and Isaac Yankum. That's what I thought.
I have it on VHS actually. The In Your House VHS. It was the last match was Isaac Yankum and Bret Hart. Steel cage match.
Yeah, you remember Isaac Yankum? DDS.
Yeah, I'm sure Chris knows that.
Chris,
Big Dan says needs to see you.
Do you remember the Isaac Yankum character? DDS?
However, I started watching WWE in 2000.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't part of the Isaac Yankum.
Oh, wait, Jose, you're actually right. It was at SummerSlam. That VHS was Diesel.
It was SummerSlam, right?
Yeah, it was Diesel and Bret Hart at the main event of that In Your House VHS. My bad. You were right. It was SummerSlam.
Before the generation started.
Yeah, you were right.
Isaac Yankum. Fucking characters that.
Yeah, speaking of the new generation, that's it. Sonny's done, man.
Oh,
Almost,
I can't
20 years doing
believe.
prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing 20 years. She's done already, man.
No, 17. She's doing 17 years.
Oh, that was almost 20 for her.
Bro, they
almost
gave
like
her.
A decade of.
They gave her.
She's in prison, from what I heard.
She is in prison, but they gave her so many chances, bro. She had her license revoked in 3 different states, I believe. It's just that.
Yeah.
Ever since her husband, I mean, this is not an excuse. I mean, this is not a good excuse to do anything at all, to do that type of stuff. Ever since Chris Candido passed away, that was her downfall. But she treated that guy like shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she's done. I mean, who knows what the hell Sonny was thinking? You know.
And by the way,
get herself in those predicaments.
I'm more of a Sable fan than a Sonny fan. So I like Sable-licious better than Sunny Days.
Knowing the history of Sunny, they say that she was the first that planted the seeds for Diva's division, you know.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Who else did?
Did you guys not forget, what was her
Goldust
name?
Wife? How about Goldust Wife?
Marlena?
Wasn't Goldust
Terry
Wife
Reynolds?
Stable
No,
and Sunny?
I'm thinking before her. What was it?
Sherry Martel?
No, before that. What was her name? The Great. Was it the Great? What was that chick's name? I can't remember now. There were so many females, but I mean, Sunny didn't really. It was. I mean, you had so many other superstars before her. Well, Sable was probably one. You had.
Yeah, but when you
you had.
Marlena.
Terry Reynolds,
right?
aka Terry Reynolds.
Terry Reynolds. That's another one.
Deborah McMichael.
There you go. Right. Sunny reminded me more of her days in WCW. She did play a good part in WWE, but I mean, she really wasn't. I consider her more of a manager than a wrestler, actually.
Yeah, she was more of a manager than a
What about Miss
wrestler.
Elizabeth? Wasn't she considered a manager, Brian?
Correct. She was considered a manager. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the funniest story ever involving Miss Elizabeth was the time when Jake the Snake Roberts slapped her in the middle of the ring, and they tried to go home to see her folks. Her grandfather steps on the porch to say this to the Macho Man. "You're not coming up on her. You promised that you'll protect our little girl." Because it's so funny because they thought it was real of Jake the Snake actually slapping Miss Elizabeth. So the only way the game access back in their house was basically Randy Savage had to make a storyline where he's kicking Jake the Snake Roberts' ass. That's how great wrestling was in the 80s.
Yeah. Well, Jake and Macho Man did create stories out of their feuds. Or Jake the Snake Roberts and Ravishing Rick Rude. That was a feud that lasted for about a year. You know, with the whole Cheryl Roberts thing, you know.
Ooh,
I remember that storyline.
Rick Rude is a fucking savage. He had the picture of Jake the Snake Roberts' wife on his tights. That was savage right there by Rick Rude.
Well, it was funny when Jake definitely tears down and they censor, you know, below the waist and everything, you know.
That was funny.
If I was the WWE, I would definitely strip Sunny of that Hall of Fame status. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's sad.
Well, they won't acknowledge it. I mean, if you're not going to acknowledge the Chris Benoit, I don't think you're going to acknowledge the funny clips, right? I mean, they say when a talent goes through a bad stuff, doesn't the company acknowledge that, Ryan?
Hold on. We're talking about two completely different situations. Chris Benoit was never inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Sunny was.
Yeah.
So Sunny needs to get stripped of that. At the time that this was all going on with Chris Benoit, he was never in the Hall of Fame. So you're talking about two different things.
What about Hogan? He got reinstated.
Yeah, but
Hogan was
Hogan
always in the Hall of Fame, but never taken away from him.
Yeah, it was taken away from him. They did take him off of yeah, it was. Like when around 20.
Remember with the whole racist incident? They took him out and then they got reinstated back.
Mm-hmm.
For the Hall of Fame?
Yes. He did get. He did. No, he did.
I just think he wasn't a part of WWE.
He did
think it was taken away from him.
No, he did got taken away from him. I remember.
I remember him getting kicked out of WWE because they didn't want him back, but I didn't hear reports of a Hall of Fame being taken away from him.
But then they put him back in the Hall of Fame.
And they put it back in, you know.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that part. But I mean, but Hulk Hogan didn't go to jail. I mean,
True, yeah.
That's a different situation. I mean, we're talking about somebody who is going to jail for some stupid shit. We've seen that chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. I would strip that from her completely because she's in jail for 17 to 20, 25 years?
No, just 17. She's just 17 years.
Or more than that, you know. I mean, it's just so many major charges she's going to be dealing with. And she's dealing with right now.
Yeah, like
brought it upon herself.
they should have never. They should have gave her prison time before because they weren't really strict on her. Like in those other states, like she got her license revoked in Pennsylvania, I think. They weren't strict on her.
Well, every state is different when it comes to their law, so
well, that is
who knows
true.
how other states run their policies or their laws, you know.
And I remember telling Henry Godwin at WrestleCon that one of my favorite moments is when Phineas dropped pig slob all over her. Remember that feud with the Godwins and the Smoking Guns?
A funny moment.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. They were very good heels too.
Yeah, they were.
But then they had to you know that they had to censor a couple of their clips because of their Confederacy flag in a couple of the matches.
Yeah.
With the LOD and other tag teams, so they had to blur it or something from what I saw.
They were decent baby faces
I know
too.
Peacock's making those adjustments of blurring some things and censoring, cutting things in half.
But they were.
Peacock must be very sensitive on those clips.
Yeah, but they were decent baby faces too.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy things that happen. So sometimes you could tell these talents, what the hell are you thinking doing that stuff, you know?
Remember WrestleMania 11, the Smoking Guns versus Yokozuna and Owen Hart for the tag titles?
Oh, yeah.
Yokozuna.
Now Billy Gunn has been successful and a tag team champion with so many partners. From
Road
Smoking
Dogg,
Guns, Billy and Chuck, and New Age Outlaws. You know.
Oh, speaking of that, so I think I saw Jose at the signing with Billy Gunn, but he said that he loved. What was the tag team you just mentioned?
Billy and Chuck.
Smoking Guns and
Billy and Chuck or the Smoking Gun?
No, Billy and Chuck. He said that he had the most fun with the Billy and Chuck when they were tag team champions, but he was not really for it. He said that he said that out of all the tag teams that he was a part of, the Billy and Chuck he had the most fun with. I was like, wow,
right.
Cool. Right.
Well, I never expected the Smoking Guns to be a tag team champion, but they rewarded them.
They won the belts. I think they won the belts 3 times.
Yeah. Who was expecting a bunch of cowboys to be successful or to be
those guys were
tag team company or something?
Those guys were entertaining cowboys. I gotta give them that. They were entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we not say that the Bushwhackers were entertaining?
Oh, fuck the Bushwhackers. They should have never been in the Hall of Fame.
Can you hear this? Can you believe this? The
they were healed, remember?
Yeah.
Bro, what's so funny about all they do is just come out and just do
talking
this.
about the Bushwhackers, entertainers.
That's all they do. Just come out and do this.
And now you can get in the show.
Is he going to give you the Jesse Ventura 2.0 when Jesse Ventura said the marching morons? You remember that, Brian? The marching morons? Especially at WrestleMania 6 when he says 80,000 marching morons at WrestleMania 6. I remember when Jesse said that. They took out the rhythm and blues. Honka Honka Love or something.
The rhythm and blues. Greg Valentine and Honky Tonk Man when they were a tag
Christian,
team.
are you still awake or are you asleep?
Okay. We're
I
going
think he's asleep. Christian's probably asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the TV on.
Yeah, you heard it, Jose. I'm not a fan of the Bushwhackers. I don't think they should be in the Hall of Fame. I put them in the same category as Repo Man, Teal Hopper, Duke the Dumpster Drozy, and Max Moon.
Well,
Well, that was K-Dog, you know that.
K-Dog had to be a fucking...
K-Dog was more over than Max Moon.
Yeah, especially in Mexico. Like, in Mexico, he was a really great... He was the main top heel in Mexico in AAA back in the 90s before he went to the WWF. So, yeah.
Yeah, remember that Just Incredible was Aldo Montoya, though.
That was
The
stupid.
young man from Portuguese.
And you know who killed the gimmick? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Right when he was debuting, after he won King of the Ring, and then he started doing he was doing the Stunner Rampage, he was beating the crap out of that character.
Yeah, he did. Just incredible was Aldo Montoya.
Oh, Lord. That was stupid.
The character for me that I didn't like was when Hulk Hogan became a superhero.
Oh, Mr. America?
Oh, Mr. America.
Are you kidding me?
Didn't that tell you, Brian, that WWE didn't have anything for Hulk Hogan? You think was that an excuse to just give him a gimmick?
And that he had a hole?
WCW became Hollywood Hogan. Tell you that.
To Mr. America?
remember
the line?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
What is your name?
No.
It's like Elias being being Ezekiel. And then Kevin Owens goes, "You are Elias, you're not Ezekiel."
Oh, let's put Owen Hart as the Blue Blazer.
Blue Blazers back in the WWF, and the WWF needs a superhero like the Blue Blazer. Take your vitamins, say your prayers, and drink my milk. Woo! Remember that promo? Over the Edge 99? Yeah. Whoa, wait. You know what? I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, he was a tag team champion with Edge. I remember that. Hogan and Edge were tag team champions. I remember that one.
Guys, the Over the Edge is no funny matter. My bad, people.
What the hell is that? You your TV?
Cristiano.
Oh, yeah, remember when Albert was Sweet Tea? What kind of gimmick is that? Sweet Tea. They screwed Albert right there, dude. Sweet Tea.
Sweet Tea.
Oh, yeah. Tugboat? What, you fucking bye-bye to Sailor Man?
Who was the Shark Master, right?
No, that was
Tugboat, I think?
No, that was Typhoon. Typhoon is a tugboat.
Oh, okay.
Well, he could have been the Shotmaster. I don't remember.
Yeah, when the Stormtrooper falls down that shell. I remember that
like fucking tugboat. Popeye the Sailor Man. Why don't you just give him a fucking bite?
Hey, you guys remember the natural disasters? Earthquake and Typhoon when they were a tag team?
Yes, I do.
And they beat the Hart Foundation for the tag titles? They beat Brett and Jim the Anvil Neidhart?
That was a good tag team. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they were. And Jimmy Hart used to manage them.
Heel.
Jimmy Hart used to manage them too.
Yeah, they were like good monster heels.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Hey, let me tell you. Remember this one stupid one? Team Doink versus Team Bam Bam Bigelow, Survivor Series 1993. Remember that one? Team Doink had Man on a Mission and the Bushwhackers. They were dressed up as Doinks, and Bam Bam Bigelow had Bastion Booger. Who was it he had on that team?
Oh, they made a joke out of those guys. Especially that Bastion Booger maneuver, shaking himself. He's funny, man. It's like, really, Bastion?
Oh, and it kind of reminded me when it was on Raw. He had a match with Razor Ramon on Raw. Remember the part where he was jiggling his tits? Remember that?
Yeah. The name of that stupid theme song, Bastion Booger. That's all it had.
I'm the Booger Man. Down.
Yeah.
Down.
Wow. That's a whole another level of sickness, you know.
Wow. I don't know what Vince was thinking. I mean, they said Vince is very comedic when it comes to fat people.
Oh yeah.
Involving taking a dump.
Something what Bishop said. It's very cartoony. The gimmick, you know.
Yeah, I can't believe
Bishop was never a fan of cartoony talents.
I mean, I like
cartoony. That's just Bishop saying that.
There's some good cartoony good talents. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's some good ones.
Oh yeah. Well, remember when Kevin Nash was Oz?
Oh, that was stupid. You see him at a castle, and you see him spinning around. He gets to the ring, and you see him open up a mask. I knew Brian was gonna leave. He wrote "Good night, guys."
Yeah, looks like everyone's bailing out too, and looks like I'm running out of batteries.
All right, well,
yeah, I gotta do
that's
my
another
work too
episode,
as well,
people.
So hopefully we got another podcasting time, Miguel.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for people that's been joining us. NTG and Jose the Ocho says good night.